Good afternoon. It is Friday, May 8th, and welcome back to the Pulse at Home. I'm Mary Kite.
And I'm Kelly Maloney, bored at home.
Lucky for Kelly and everyone else bored at home, we have an exciting program in store. This week, Cameron Darcy explores how first responders have adapted to new norms, while Maz and Tyler managed to lose again in the return of flyby sports.
We have all that and more on this week's program. Stay tuned because you're watching The Pulse.
While some people are out of work completely, the day-to-day has changed drastically for essential workers. Cameron Darcy takes us to Southington to see how first responders are combating COVID-19. Cam? Perfect.
Thanks, Mary. Here at the firehouse, the firefighters are hard at work to make sure everyone gets the help they need safely during these challenging times. Despite the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the job of a firefighter cannot be done from home.
Even with everything that's going on right now, we still have to go to any call for service. It could be a car accident, it could be fire alarms.
They're still burning food on the stove, they're lighting houses on fire. We just take a little bit more precaution to protect us and to protect them.
In order to continue to keep themselves and the public safe, firefighters like Jeffrey Roy of the Southington Fire Department have taken extra precautions on these calls.
It doesn't matter what kind of call we go on. We have a set of standard questions that we ask everybody, whether they have flu-like symptoms, have they been diagnosed with COVID.
As shift leader, Battalion Chief Eric Darcy has followed new recommendations to keep his shift safe and effective.
Traditionally, the fire service a lot of times would get there first, but if it's a minor call, we may not be going and just have it as an ambulance-only type of call just to limit our exposure.
In addition to limiting interaction with the public, the department is also implementing ways to decrease interaction with each other, keeping the number of staff at training and meetings to a minimum.
We haven't been training all together. In the past, we'd all kind of be together doing stuff, but kind of limiting that now.
On top of the distancing aspect of staying safe, firefighters are also taking sanitary precautions, including washing hands, wearing masks while in groups, and thoroughly cleaning all gear and apparatus with a hospital-grade disinfecting fog machine. Firefighter Daniel Coleman believes that the use of this machine will have a positive impact on keeping everyone safe.
It's never something that we used to do. So I think it's something good that's going to come out of this, making sure everything is clean to protect us and then to protect the people that we come in contact with.
In spite of the pain caused by the coronavirus pandemic, the new safety protocols have had a positive impact.
Some of these, I believe, will be the rest of our career.
There's more diseases out there, and I think we'll just be better prepared for when this does happen again.
The potential for positive change in the world following this crisis can be found in other aspects of the job as well.
It seems like people are being a little bit more careful.
Car accidents are down, obviously, because people are not on the road.
As always, the firefighters are determined to keep their families, the communities they serve, and each other safe.
Us with families and small kids, we're definitely a lot more stringent on not bringing our uniforms home with us and taking a shower before we get home or right when we get home, just so we don't spread this to our families.
The Pulse wants to thank all essential workers for their commitment during this pandemic. You can do your part to help the first responders by washing your hands, maintaining social distance, and staying safe. From the Pulse, this has been Cameron Darcy reporting.
Thanks, Cam, and thank you to all the firefighters around the state for keeping us safe.
The coronavirus has changed everything, from the way fire stations operate to the way birthdays are celebrated. I caught up with a few people celebrating birthdays to see what they're doing and the impact that it's having.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday.
But this year, we couldn't. Due to unimaginable circumstances, people have had to find unique ways to celebrate their birthdays.
There was a scavenger hunt, and then at the end of the scavenger hunt, there was a clue that told Mary to go to Keeney Street School, and her friends were there. Social distancing, of course, but it was a chance for her to see her friends and celebrate her birthday.
To give gifts, loved ones have had to adapt.
My meme came over the house and dropped my card on the front step, and she waved through the door.
Both Kyle Maloney and the Pulse's own Mary Kite had birthdays in April. Mary's mom, Beth, believes this was an experience she won't be soon to forget.
It was just surreal that it was in this environment of COVID.
With the coronavirus in mind, one of our directors took a unique approach to her birthday.
Liv, for her birthday, donated money to the World Health Organization which I thought was really cool.
Sam Miner spent a socially distanced birthday with Liv and has one major takeaway.
Social interaction in so long. You especially don't notice how important it is to have that social interaction, that physical interaction, and I think this entire experience is opening a lot of people's eyes to the importance of being able to connect with other human beings.
From the Pulse, this has been Kelly Maloney reporting. This situation has certainly taught us how to appreciate the little things.
With our town's parks closed, exercising is one of those things that residents have gained a new sense of appreciation for. Luckily, Justin Keller is here to provide us with some tips for staying active.
So, what do you do to stay active during quarantine?
Well, over the last couple of weeks, I've been actually enjoying gardening around the house. So, been landscaping, planting flowers, and actually I started a vegetable and fruit garden.
I've been running a lot, playing basketball, walking, and doing like home workouts with the supplies I have access to.
I've been going on daily runs.
Well, when I get a chance, I take the dog out hiking.
I lift free weights and run on the elliptical.
During quarantine, in order to stay active, I've been going to a soccer field, playing soccer with my friends, and then on my own time, I've been going on runs.
As you can see, Manchester's creativity has been tested in finding new ways to stay healthy during this pandemic. Luckily, Case Mountain has stayed open to the public. This scenic hiking spot is located on Spring Street in Manchester, Connecticut. The 6-mile trail features not only forestry, but lakes and rock formations as well. Running the trail combines an exciting adventure with increasing your cardiovascular endurance. With the coronavirus limiting many people's ways of staying fit, it has surprisingly opened other options to not just stay healthy, but also safe. From the Pulse, this has been Justin Keller reporting.
It's definitely important to stay active, and there should be plenty of opportunities as the weather gets warmer.
If you're looking for a way to stay active, how about a game of horse? Tyler and Mazzy face off against their dads in this edition of Flyby Sports.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the first edition of Flyby Sports at Home. I'm Anthony Mazzata.
And I'm Tyler Roya. Today we have two special contestants, my father and Anthony's father, and we're going to give them a big L on horse today.
They don't know what's coming for them. They're getting kind of old, and let's hope you guys can enjoy the action of us cooking them.
Let's get to it.
The game didn't start the way Tyler and I had planned it to go. We expected to come out firing from the gates and absolutely destroy them. However, as you can tell, we all were cold. The first 5 shots were all missed, and then finally, good old Dave Mazzata decides to get them on the board first. Thankfully, I was able to get a nice deep 3 to go in and give them a letter, but then I tried to be fancy.
Alright, nice shot. 8 for us.
Let's go, Ty.
Well done, well done.
Hey.
We'll go back for it again. Oh, just being nice to my son.
I tried to call all net on a deep 3, and it hit rim. And from there on, it just wasn't our day. Overall, the game was not nearly what we expected. Dave and Rob definitely are more experienced than us, and you could tell by the types of shots they were hitting. Me and Tyler were both cold all game. We would get shots here and there to go, and eventually it got pretty bad. We were losing by a few letters that we tried to expand our talent range, and Mr. Tyler Roya thought it would be a good idea to do a blindfolded shot, and needless to say, it did not go as planned. However, that wasn't the worst fail of the day. We have the incredible Dave Mizzata trying to do the most acrobatic layup he's ever done, and
You make that,
I'll
Dave.
let you see what happened.
You got this. You stretched before. You should be good. Good stretch.
That's an H.
All right, there's an H. No, you're done, kid. We got a stretch. H-O-R-H?
Eventually, it came down to a nice, simple bank shot from the right corner by Mr. Roya, and unfortunately, just like most of our other shots, we couldn't get it to go.
Once again, age, talent, experience wins over youth.
You gonna have to publish this? It's gonna be
Immaturity.
The shots didn't fall today. Well, that's the worst stuff we did yesterday.
Now you lost to the high school basketball players I can see, but
They wanted to put it up to 10. We were like, let's stay at 8.
I've been practicing at 8 all week, so it was disadvantage for me to go to 10, but I dealt with I adapted to the conditions and worked out all right. A shooter is a shooter no matter what the height of the rim is.
basketball is 10 feet, right? That's the game of basketball. Watch the Michael Jordan special, it's 10 feet.
They just didn't want us to dunk. We're so athletic. Their knees are going to give out. They just...
Told you we're just better shooters.
All right, well,
Thank
that's
you.
fair. You guys won, fair and square. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm Anthony Mizzata.
I'm Tyler Roy. Thanks for Mazzy's dad and my dad for coming out. And we had a lot of fun.
Hope you guys staying safe at home.
A fitting way to end a year's worth of Flyby Sports. Thank you to Mazzy, Tyler, Cam, and whoever else made the program possible throughout the course of the year.
Before we go, we have a quick message to share from our Pulse family.
The number of confirmed cases has topped 1 million here in the U.S.
Out of treatment, the U.S. could be in for a bad fall.
The global coronavirus pandemic is getting worse.
What we are going through now is unprecedented, crazy,
scary,
unpredictable.
No graduation. No prom. No spring sports.
No going back to school.
It's terrible.
We know. But now is not the time to give up hope.
Now is the time to give our thanks.
Thank you to our healthcare workers
for risking their lives every day.
For our loved ones,
family,
and friends.
Thank you to our essential workers.
for providing the goods and services we need during these times.
To our teachers who are working from home.
To continue our learning.
Thank you, MHS.
You show us how important our education is to you.
And it provides us comfort in scary times.
We all wish we could be together.
Work together.
Perform together.
Walk the stage together.
Dance together.
Win together.
And while we sadly can't physically be together,
we are in this together.
And all of us from Manchester High School want to say thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you all.
And wish everyone
safety and health.
We can and will get through this.
Together.
Go Red Hawks.
We will get through this.
Well, that's all we have for you this week, Manchester. Make sure you tune into our next program for a look at how the Vernon Rail Trail has proved to be essential during these times.
If you have any story ideas we might have missed, you can email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org.
And don't forget to follow us on social media or check out our past work by visiting mhstelevision.com.
I'm Mary Kite.
And I'm Kelly Maloney, and this has been The Pulse.